Hi, this is Leah Klein, Health and Wholeness Coach. And today my question for you is, are you walking in the light? We're getting down on our light verses, and we're actually to kind of one of the creme de la creme of light verses, um, John 8:12. And it reads, "Again, Jesus spoke to them, saying, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will not walk in darkness, but will have the light of life." Light of the world. Just think about, what that means. To us, kind of the light of our world literally is the sun. And we have difficulty imagining life without that because it orders our days. It tells us when it's time to go to bed and when it's time to get up. At least if you're operating in properly in circuit with it instead of trying to be out of sync with it, which generally doesn't work very well with our bodies. But it's a massive part of our lives and how everything operates. And now I want you to think about heaven. It says there is no sun, moon, or stars, that we don't need those light sources. There is such a light from God's presence that those are unnecessary. In fact, there probably isn't night, which for those of us that really like our sleep is not real easy for us to put our head around, but our bodies won't be the same. Right now they need that sleep, they need that rest, they need the dark to shut down, but it won't be that way. And that's a picture, if God's light just fills heaven, just imagine that light, is Jesus. That light, he is really the light of the world. He is what keeps everything going. He is what everything revolves around, kind of thing, even if they don't realize it. And the latter part of our verse also is very interesting. It's, whoever follows me, Jesus, will not walk in darkness. We are promised light for our path. And when God is in our lives, he is with us, he is there for us, and he will light the direction that we are to go. He will be there for us. And we won't be walking in darkness. He will be providing that light. And I want to encourage you today to pray and ask God to light your way today. Ask him to show you the directions you're needing to go and the whatever it is that you need some light on today, ask him. And if you really need some connection and some deep knowing of, okay, God, I have a decision to make here. I don't know what to do. I don't know what direction you're wanting me to go with this. I do strongly encourage going on a personal retreat. It is a time one-on-one with God in his creation, away from the noise and the stressors of life, where we can just get quiet and get one with him. And he can give us that direction that we so urgently need. And sometimes it's very direct. Sometimes it's, I will show you the path in which you will go, kind of thing. But you will hear and you will get direction, if only to say, stay tuned. You're not quite to that point yet, where you need this information. I'm with you, and I will never leave you or forsake you. I also wanted to share before we wrap up, to save the date. The Prosper event is coming up September 29th. It's going to be a one-day event, and we will be going into God, of course. You know me, it has to include that. And it will be going into health, more, more than I lots of times do on these short videos. We'll be going into money and wealth. What does prosper really mean? It's not just about money. What does that mean to you? And what does that mean to God? And so that could be two different things, of course. What it means to you and what it means to God. So I do encourage you to stay tuned, save that date, block it off on your calendar, and I will get you a way to sign up for that in the next few weeks. But we want to make sure you're not signing up so far in advance you forget why you signed up. If we have you jumping in too soon, then you're going to go, why was I doing this? And you're not even going to remember. So right now we're just, mark it off on your calendar, make sure nothing else gets scheduled on top of it. So let's wrap up with a song. And we did this one back at the beginning of when we were talking about light. We do have a couple more verses, I think, having to do with light yet, but I'm going to redo this one because it so relates to our verse. It's very connected on the verse to this particular verse in John. So it's Here I Am to Worship, and you probably know it, so feel free to join in and sing along. Light of the world, you step down into darkness. Open my eyes, let me see beauty that made this heart adore you, hope of a life spent with you. So here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. King of all days, oh so highly exalted, glorious in heaven above. Humbly you came to the earth you created, all for love's sake became poor. So here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. And I will see you next week with another verse. See you then.